Hi guys! It's been so long. I have not been doing anything on YouTube. Literally, I've just been like, I've been lazy. Work has been a lot. You know, doing so many other things as well aside from work. It's just been a very kind of busy few months. And yeah, just haven't really had time. So today I wanted to kind of talk about what I've been doing, what I've been getting up to, and also kind of share a bit more about a recent thing that has been going on in my life. I shared briefly about it on my Instagram, and I got a lot of positive feedback from sharing that. And I felt that, I guess, not speaking more about it, but being able to share it with the people of YouTube and the people of Facebook who may not see much that happens on my Instagram, share with you guys, because obviously it may be something that someone may grow or learn from. I've been focusing a lot more on what I believe my vision is. God placed this desire in my heart to really just raise, I guess, a field of people who love their health and are passionate about fitness and wellness. And you know, I've shared about this on so many different platforms and in so many different ways, how my journey from, you know, losing weight to, you know, losing my dad and all that kind of stuff, and how that pieced together what I believe is now my God-given vision, and how that basically has become something that I've been so driven to work towards. So over the past few months I've been putting on boot camps, you know, in different areas for people to come out and work out for free, just to enjoy yourself and to kind of see how fun exercising can be, especially working out with other people as well. So I've been meeting new people, you know, who are also into what I'm doing. I've also kind of been working on my accountability program. So some of you may or may not know, I run an accountability program on the side, aside from being a pharmacist. That program is basically to help people to literally get to a place where they are happy and healthy. So helping them build healthy habits, live a consistently healthy life. Yeah, it's been amazing. I've had so many great clients over the past 6-7 months. So I've been focusing a lot on that. Also been focusing on speaking engagements that I've had, and trying to do more within the body of Christ to raise an awareness on health and wellness. Two major things that have gone on since not posting much on YouTube is in January I quit my job. I shared about it after it had happened later on in February, and yeah, it was quite a big thing for me. It was, you know, 6 months ago, well, not 6 months, 6 months from January. So basically last summer I started this role, and for me the role was like, I guess, my end goal as a pharmacist. It was kind of what I always wanted to do, the environment I thought I always wanted to be in, and you know, it was great. It was a more senior role than what I was doing before. So yeah, I moved into that position. I was working there for a while. So many things went on, and I spoke about it again, as I said, on my Instagram. And whilst there, I started to realise I actually wasn't happy going into work. I, you know, felt extremely under pressure. I felt uncomfortable in the environment after some time. I got to a point where I was like, alright, this is what you thought was a dream job, and this is what you thought, you know, you wanted to do, but you're not happy, you're not comfortable. What's the point of this? You know, I don't know if anyone's been in the situation where you're going to work day after day, but at work you're stressed out, you're going home from work and crying about work, you're doing more work at home, but when you get into work it's like you haven't done enough, and you feel like you're never good enough for the, you know, for the people that you're working for. You feel under pressure, you feel anxiety, you feel depression, so many different feelings and emotions in that season that I felt. And it got to January and I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I quit, and I had not applied for any job. So I quit my job and I didn't have anything to fall back on. And it was such a tough season, and it was almost like 2018 was meant to be my year. 2018 was supposed to bang. For those of you who are not ghetto, that basically means it's meant to be an amazing, awesome year, meant to be a year of rest and reward, like, you know, and it was meant to be the year that I really focused in on what God wanted to give me and receive from him, and kind of, I guess, enjoy God's blessings over my life. And yeah, I was like, January and it's already going pear-shaped. Like, what's going on? And I think to kind of, I guess, to make it a shorter story, because it's quite a long story, okay? 6 months later, we're now in, what, July, and God has been faithful. Guys, God has been beyond faithful. Like, I don't even know where to begin in regard to, you know, where I am now compared to where I was 6 months ago. And it's just amazing to see the fact that, like, we can have a plan in our heads as to where we want to be and what we want to be doing, and we can have a desire as to, okay, God, this is what I want. God, this is what I need. This is what you feel you need. And, you know, being in that situation, it's like, God, why are you not answering me? Like, why do you not realize that this is what I want? I want to be a successful pharmacist. I want to be able to, you know, be in a role and enjoy the role, but also be able to do all the other million things that I do on the side. It was almost as if, like, God wasn't hearing me. And going through that situation, going through that scenario, I just had to think to myself, all right, you are better than this. You're better than this role, and you're not going to allow anybody to push you around and make you feel less than, or make you feel incapable of performing, make you feel incompetent. And that's how I felt in the role. I felt incompetent. I felt like, again, as I said, it's almost as if you were not good enough for the people, for the environment that I was placed in. And looking back, I just think, God, you're so faithful, because the scripture that talks about all things working together, he made all things work together. Listen, there's so many different things that have happened this year, that have gone down this year, that if I had been in that role, still that same role from January, I don't know if I would be able to, you know, do the things that I've been able to do this year. It's been God's favor and God's grace, and him providing, and him kind of opening doors, and him, you know, giving me things that I would have never thought that I'd be able to have. And I'm so grateful to God for that. So I guess it's kind of encouragement, you know, if you're in a situation or, you know, particular circumstance or challenge at the moment, and you feel like, God, why is this happening? All things work together. Everything, there's a reason for everything that happens. And, you know, as humans, we cannot understand every part of the puzzle. We cannot understand, we can't piece everything together. But God has it all pieced together for us. And it's really been an eye-opener. It's helped me to grow. It's helped me to become more confident and bold in myself. It's helped me to become more firm in my decisions as to what I want, and helped me to see that I am worth something. You know, having that experience led on to other things, like, you know, in my fitness journey as well. There were so many different, I released a video previously about insecurities, and how, you know, there were so many different factors that played on my insecurity, and kind of going on this journey that made me feel like, oh, everyone's judging me. You know, everyone's like, oh, Youre, have you gained weight? Youre, have you slapped? Are you eating that meat pie? Are you eating that chicken roll? You know, all those different things. And I feel like the job also, it's almost as if everything came down at once, you know, insecurity in profession, insecurity in fitness, insecurity in personal life. Everything was just all at once. And I'm at a place now where I'm just like, I'm loving me, I'm loving myself, I'm loving what I'm doing, I'm loving God's grace over my life. I'm not deserving of it, but I'm loving on that grace that he's given me. Aside from that, I've also been, you know, kind of been on this journey of learning that the work doesn't start until you lose the weight, okay? And I've said this a million times, and people who follow me on Snap or Instagram will know I say it over and over again. The work does not start until, you know, Shaun T says, the work doesn't start until you get tired, but the work doesn't start until you lose weight. Because the real work is after the weight loss. Understanding that the work is ×4 now, because I'm not only trying to maintain, I'm trying to make sure I don't go back to where I came from. So I've been trying out so many different things, you know, trying to eat more, I guess, different things that I haven't eaten, especially when you've been on the journey for such a long time, when you know, not just a weight loss journey, but a health journey in general for a long time, you start to expect or want different results, and you can't do the same things and get a different result, right? So you have to change things up. So I've been, you know, spending some time with a trainer and training with her, and she's been helping me to, you know, I guess, get my form right in terms of my body form and stuff, and been working a lot on certain areas of my body, toning up, working on cravings. Guys, cravings is a big thing. I've been working on cravings and trying to get my cravings out. If you're on this fitness and this health journey, but also balancing a million other things, I want you to know that, as I said, all things work together. Everything will work out. All you have to do is continue to push. Continue pushing, continue pressing on, continue doing the things, whatever it is that you are doing, and depending on God and not depending on... I'm gonna try, and the key word is try, okay? I'm gonna try to post more often videos. I'd love if you guys can send me emails and let me know what it is that you want to see, whether it's meal ideas, whether it's workout ideas. We're gonna raise a healthy generation together, guys. 1 month, 1 week at a time, we are going to raise a healthy generation of people who are determined to have a great life and live healthy whilst doing it. People who are determined to eat the right food, people who are determined to get active and make it fun, people who are determined to beat and crush obesity and ready to crush and beat diseases. I've had enough. I've had enough of, you know, untimely deaths. I've had enough of seeing young people in hospital because they're not looking after their health. So 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, we're gonna crush it. Thank you, guys.